What the fuck is up, my bitches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Or, if you're single, ready to mingle, happy Galentine's Day. Fuck it. Why not have a little holiday with yourself, right? So, today's video, it's Monday. We're here to sit down and chit-chat about all the new makeup releases. I've been turned up for the past, 3 days, so we're taking a break from the cocktails tonight because damn. Okay. Need to take a sip really quick. So, I would love to hear it if you guys did anything for Valentine's Day, or if you're just sitting down and chit-chatting with us, that's cool too. But these videos were inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series, and we're just here to sit down, chitty chat. We do our makeup. We have a little kiki girls night, you know, and we just talk all sorts of shit. So if you guys are into that and like these types of videos, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up or thumbs it down. That's cool too. I see all the bridges coming in the live chat. What's good? What's poppin'? You would think I would have came prepared, festive. Your girl's been in bed all day, so I did not come here to be judged. All right. So let's dive into the new makeup releases. Make sure you guys check out my description box down below. It's got all the Instagram accounts that I refer to in doing these videos. We're going to have the links to everything down there. We've got some pretty exciting things this week. Some not so exciting. But I want to know in the comments, what were your guys' plans? What did you guys do? If you want to know what I did, we basically made a whole weekend celebration. So we did, we went out one of the nights just around the town, and then we did a trip to the casino last night, gambled a little bit, a little getaway. It was fun. And then we just got turned up. I know, shocker, everybody's surprised. So before we get into the new makeup releases, let me just, shamelessly plug myself, because y'all, if you are not following my bitch ass on Instagram or TikTok yet, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore, okay? So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. That's where I'm probably the most, active, I think. I'm starting to become more active on Facebook as far as, if you aren't on TikTok or Instagram, I'm usually posting, my stuff over on my Facebook page as well. I'll have to link that down below for you guys. But Instagram is what we refer to when doing these videos, so I figure it's appropriate, And I think today, since, it's Valentine's Day, I think I'm going to use the Sydney Grace, the Be Mine palette, but then also I think I'm going to pull in the Adopt Cosmetics Plain Jane Remastered. I keep wanting to call this Mary Jane. So I was debating if I wanted to use this or if I wanted to get this or not. The more that I looked at it, this packaging I think is so pretty. I did end up picking up the Amunet New as well. The one in the the one in the red packaging. Beautiful. I have not used this yet, so I think I'm going to use both of those palettes today. So let's get into the first set of makeup. You know what? Hold on. I want to see what you guys have been up to. I'm going to refer to the live chat really quick. So, I see all you guys are saying Happy Valentine's Day. It's my wedding anniversary, but he's in heaven now. Oh, Stephanie. But what a special day, though, to remember, right? Oh, we're all hanging out with you tonight. See, you've got friends here, right? Oh, that's so sweet, though. Oh, let's see. Everybody's saying their condolences to Stephanie. Let's see. Husband is out getting burritos for us for Valentine's Day. I love that for you. What a better thing to eat than some fucking Mexican food. Yes, bitch. I'm having a holiday with myself and a glass of Italian Pinot Grigio. Self-love. Yes, bitch. I love this for you. Ate at home and tried to catch up on 2 years of being behind on The Walking Dead. Lisa, my husband was so obsessed with that fucking show. It was so problematic. There was 1 week where he just didn't go to work because he just binge watched fucking Walking Dead. I have never seen somebody get through The Walking Dead as fast as he did. I was like, oh my God. All my husband and I do is acts of service, which is every day. We both hate Valentine's Day. I know, me and my husband, we don't really, we don't do the cards, the flowers. We don't do, if anything, we usually just say Happy Valentine's Day, and that's pretty much it. But this year, a group of friends of ours, it was basically a bunch of different groups of our friends were kind of like all getting together on different days. So we just decided to go out each night. And then when we decided to go to like the casino last night, it was totally just random. We're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. And I think that that's like the best way to do it, right? Yes, Elaine. Yes, get that thumbs up, girl. I would love to hear more of your guys's, what you guys did. But we've spent long enough time on it, right? You guys want to talk about new makeup. That's why we're out here. So big piece of beauty news. I actually posted about this on TikTok. This came out, I think, like shortly after last week's video. But did y'all see that there's rumors that Charlotte Tilbury bitch is coming to Ulta? Oh my God. I don't think anybody was ready for this. But when I posted about it on TikTok, I was like, you know what? It just makes me feel like something's fucking going on. Like, I love a good conspiracy. I say that all the time. I'm so fascinated by conspiracies. So I'm just like, Ulta's on a fucking roll. Like, what is honestly going on? Is it like contracts just expired with Sephora? That's why all these brands are able to go to Ulta. It's so just interesting. Like, I'm not gonna say that I'm not excited about this because I absolutely am. Especially if there's better chances that the Hollywood Contour one's gonna be in stock. I fucking love Ulta. I love Ulta because of their point system. We've talked about this so many times, but I've seen so many people that are like, oh, it's over for Sephora. I just saw Bethany said, is Sephora going out of business? I don't think that Sephora is. I think Sephora is doing just fine, especially, like, first of all, as a content creator, like, people fucking love Sephora content. If I were to post an Ulta haul and then a Sephora haul, I can almost guarantee 100% that the Sephora hauls get way more just traction. People are a lot more attracted to, I think, Sephora content. But aside from that, I think a lot of people, and even just seeing in the comments on my TikTok, I feel like a lot of people prefer to shop in-store at Sephora. And let's not forget about the fact that Sephora is now at Kohl's. Like, they're literally putting a Sephora onto Kohl's buildings. Like, a lot of them have actually, like, totally changed the exterior to accommodate for Sephora coming there. So I don't think that Sephora is going anywhere. In my mind, it makes me feel like something's going to happen to Ulta and the reward system because everybody fucking loves the Sephora rewards. Nicole. Oh, I know. Lisa's got to be here. We'll get to that what Sephora's doing right now, but okay, so here's my thing. Here's my initial thought when I saw this. I'm like, I feel like the Ulta point system is going to change. I hope that it doesn't, but it's like, to be competitive, and I do think that Sephora's is significantly better. Like, my points add up so much faster than they used to at Sephora. And it's not the same as Ulta. Ulta is still better. But I don't know. It to me seems like something's fucking going on. And it's got to be just the business aspect of it. Because it's like, why? I mean, in one breath, you're like, why would you want to carry, like, all of the same brands? But in the reality of it, though, they really still carry such different brands. And you know what? Like, I feel like Ulta... This is going to sound so ridiculous, but I can only speak on, like, my experience from what I just, when I was, like, younger and stuff, I never knew that Ulta was a beauty store until it was, like, I forget, I had, like, a friend of mine, she got, like, something from Kat Von D back in the day. Like, I'm telling you, I had no idea what Ulta was. So she introduced me to Ulta, which I'm like, I just feel like something's going on. Do you guys think that? I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in, like, all sorts of circles right now. But I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like something's going to happen with the Ulta reward system. And if you guys didn't notice, like, did y'all catch how many sales we had last year at Sephora in comparison to Ulta? Like, we barely got, like, our 20% offs at Ulta. We got the 21 days of beauty, which is normal. But as far as the 20% off, usually those would come out right around the same time as the Sephora sale. So it seems like Sephora is a little bit more competitive regarding sales. Whereas Ulta, like, yes, I love the fact that they have, like, the more, like, drugstore brands in store, but then they also have the high ends. I don't think that Charlotte Tilbury, like, really fits, though. Like, you know how just, I guess, in your mind, like, certain brands just fit better in certain places? I feel like Charlotte Tilbury definitely fits better at Ulta, because when I think of, or I feel like, I can't even remember what the fuck I just said. I feel like Charlotte Tilbury fits better at Sephora. So, I'm like, I'll obviously still buy stuff at Sephora because I have a feeling this is going to be like an online only sort of a situation as well. And that's where it's like, okay, for people like me, I think that's another thing that it's essentially what's happening. It's like, let's just offer more brands, because I'm pretty sure like Sephora and Ulta are both owned by the same company. So it's, why not offer the same products if it's online only? It's not like they're taking up more space in stores. I don't know. I'm just like, something's going on. Let's see. Ulta has already stopped sending coupons to everyone. Now they're targeted. And yeah, like that was the other thing people brought up was, let's not forget that Ultas are now at Target, which I don't think that my Target is going to have an Ulta, just because literally nothing good ever comes to my area, because I live in like the Syracuse area, which is not insanely massive, I guess, but I'm kind of surprised that there's no like freestanding Sephoras or anything like that, but maybe eventually. I feel like the like shopping experience in general though is more for like the freestanding stores. It's not really in malls anymore. Like if I go to the malls that are around me now, they fucking suck. Like all the stores are leaving. I feel like freestanding stores is just like the future of shopping in person, but I mean, let's be honest. I'm sure the online market is absolutely fucking thriving right now, right? I don't know. What do you guys think about it? But let's talk about what the live chat was just talking about real quick. Sephora. Sephora is selling sex toys. I had our friend Lisa. We always see her in the live chat. She also has a channel. And she said it to me and she's like, did you see this? And I'm just like, fucking Sephora. I can't. Am I surprised though? No, I honestly think that like sex toys, like especially for like the ones that, I mean, that she sent me, I'm like, they look like high end, like very, I'm not going to say discreet because you could easily look at it and know what it is, but it's not like, I don't know, like, you know, when you see certain ones, you're like, you could definitely tell what that is. But I don't know, it's just, I think it fits really well. I mean, realistically, let's not act like fucking prudes, okay? People use them. They use sex toys, all right? So, why not offer them? And I think it's online only still, but I would not be surprised whatsoever if I rolled up into a Sephora and there were sex toys. I would not be surprised. And you know what? I'd be like, yes, I'd be here for it. I'm not mad at it. Let's see. It's very true. The Target in my neighborhood has, near to nothing in makeup, while the one I lived in Chinatown has a 6-aisle section. It's so bizarre, like how, I mean, I guess it's not really bizarre. It's just smart business, realistically. But I wish that I had those stores near me that had like all the goods. Classy sex toys. See, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Sephora for all your self-love needs. Fucking facts. That could be their new slogan. I'm not mad at it. I think too, another thing is it fits really well at Sephora. I think this is another reason why I think Charlotte Tilbury suits, I think, Sephora a little bit better, is because I feel like Sephora is for a more like mature audience. Like I feel like when you're younger, like in your teenage years, you're more likely to probably go to Ulta. One, because price, but two, it just like, even when I walk in there now, I think that's another reason why I don't usually ever buy in store at Ulta. Like, do y'all realize that like whenever I do Ulta hauls, it's almost always exclusively online. Whereas Sephora, I go in and I have such a great experience shopping at Sephora. Like, I genuinely love to go in store to shop at Sephora. Ulta, I like to, but I don't get the same experience. And it's not like due to any like customer service or anything like that. It's just, I think the selection is more of like what fits my wants and needs, you know? Sex toys at Sephora, no. Okay, so you guys aren't here for it. I fucking am. I'm not gonna judge. Okay, let's move on to, I feel like we spent so much time on that, but it's fine. It was a good conversation. Let's talk about really quick the Odin's Eye times and Yella Kanikvis, the Hella palette. If you guys missed my previous video, I did 7 looks featuring this palette. I wanted to have a more detailed review. Like, I wanted to use and abuse this palette because I know it's really easy to feed into, you know, you want to buy it because it's a collaboration, right? I wanted it to be basically showcased as it's not just good because it's a collaboration. It's good because Odin's Eye is fucking good. Like, their formulas, I feel like Odin's Eye is very, very slept on. And I think that they're now, ever since especially doing like all these collaborations with influencers, I think people are definitely starting to pay attention a little bit more to Odin's Eye. But I think that with this color story, you could easily look at it, and if you're somebody like me, you're like, nah, easy pass. But I thought that all the looks that I did with this palette turned out so beautiful. So this is available now. I believe it launched on the 13th. But I do have a link down below. It's actually Angie's link. If you guys are interested in shopping, I would strongly suggest you use the link that's in my description box. So she gets, you know, she gets the commission for it, because I just think that's what we should do as like a fellow creator. Like, get that money, honey. So this palette, it's fucking fire. I think the looks I've gotten with this palette are incredible. And let me show you really quick. Again, if you want to see swatches, I did swatches, 7 looks. But I have to show you guys this one shade right here is like, actually these 2 bottom shades are so fucking good. I think that this shade I've definitely seen before within like Divina. I need to like actually go through my collection to compare, but the metallic black that's in this palette is fucking beautiful. Oh my god, the look that I put this all over my lid, stunning. So this is what the palette looks like. It's used, it's abused. I think it's fantastic. So if you were interested, it is available now. I believe it's still in stock. I'm honestly surprised that it didn't sell out, or maybe it did. Thank you, Kimberly. If you guys did not see, I believe that Kimberly just put Angie's link in the description box, or not the description box, in the live chat for you guys. Let's see. Carol says, my Ulta finally took the plastic off the testers. Sephora has testers out too, giving the foundation samples again, only if it's in a pump or if they have prepackaged samples. It definitely seems like stuff's getting back to normal, which thank fucking God. But yeah, I've noticed that same thing in my Sephora's as well. Let's see. Let me take a sip really quick while I'm checking out the live chat. Ronnie, happy Valentine's! Yes! Let's see. I love that you encourage us to use other creators' links. Yeah, I mean, obviously I would love... I mean, I don't have a link with Odin's Eye, but obviously if, like, a creator... Because a lot of the times, that's how the creator earns on a collaboration. So it's like, I feel like it's just appropriate. Like, that's the same, like, respect that I would want if it were my collaboration. You know what I mean? It's just... Yeah. It's just support other fucking creators. It's not that hard. All right, next one. I think a lot of people were excited about this, and I do believe that I'm getting this in PR. So if I do receive it, I will be definitely doing a video on this. The the Collidos Smoky Nostalgia. They've got a full set, or they've got, basically you could sell or purchase everything individually. I'm all over the place today. What the fuck? So it looks like they've got blushes. One could probably pass as like a blusher, bronzer sort of a moment. 2 different eyeshadow palettes. Lip products, which are their lip clays, I believe that they're called. Those are a little bit tricky for me as far as like application. I think that they do tend to apply like a little bit patchy. So you've got the full set is $189, or you've got everything individual. You got $35 for each palette, I believe. The lippies are $12 each. They typically do bundles as well for those, but it doesn't say that information on here. And then you've got Black Jasmine, $22. What is that? Black Jasmine, $22. Hold on. I'm confused now because I'm like, those seem like they're going to be the palettes. The blushes are $18. The dresser is $55. Smoky Nostalgia. Like, what is that? Let me scroll real quick. Oh, maybe that's like a lip bundle. That's probably what it is. $12 each or $35 for the bundle. That makes sense. I cannot wait to get these because I cannot wait to put them all over my eyes. I think Collidos has fantastic formulas as well. They do kind of remind me of Odin's Eye a little bit. I think that they kind of give like a similar vibe / aesthetic as far as like their textures and everything like that. Like everything just looks like super editorial and sparkly and glorious. So I obviously didn't pick this up because I believe that I am getting this in PR, but if I was not getting this in PR, I definitely would have purchased this because I've had really great luck anyways with Collidos. Look at this eyeshadow right now. This is from the Adept, the Plain Jane Remastered palette. So I feel like a lot of people are excited. This is already available now. I believe it launched yesterday. I've been off social media for like 3 days. Like I basically log on, I'll post what I need to post, and then I get right back off. So I think what I'm the most excited about in this collection though is the blushes, because I don't recall them ever doing blushes. First of all, these images are fucking beautiful. Collidos always has a fantastic way of capturing their products on camera, almost like Pat McGrath. These lip products look beautiful. I'm just concerned about application, but the blushes, I'm really excited to try those. So I will definitely be doing a video on them as soon as I receive them. If for some reason I don't end up receiving them, I'll let you guys know, but I'm pretty positive I am. Which, obviously, always super grateful when I do get PR, because why wouldn't I love that? But I will say, I think Morgan Turner posted a video already, and oh, there was Lauren May Beauty, I think, is another person that already posted a video if you were already interested in checking out the collection. Next product we have Fenty Skin. Did y'all see Rihanna's prego? And she looks so cute with her baby bump. So Fenty Skin, this is the new Cookies and Clean. What is this? The Detox Face Mask. The Whipped Clay Detox Mask. Hold on, I need to get my primer before I start reading. Whipped clay and charcoal deeply cleanse and snatch pores. I feel like... Come on, Tasha. All right, I feel like we're going to get creamy skin cream. Oh my God, I'm so frustrated. Whenever, like, I read things wrong, I get, like, insecure because I know I'm reading it wrong. But then when it's, like, mistyped, I'm like, what is this supposed to mean? All right, so soft and smooth, instantly improves skin texture. Okay, right there, I'm automatically interested, but do I think I'm going to be blown away? I don't know. Like, you know when there's just certain brands that you're like, is their skincare any good? I would be curious about this because it sounds like a product I would like, but Fenty Fenty Beauty is not really a brand that I think of when it comes to skincare. I don't know. I kind of want to try this though because I'm like, oh, you're gonna fuck up my pores and texture. I'm here for that. Like, sign me up for it. But do I actually think it's gonna work? I'm not really sure. I don't think this is available yet. When is it launched? It just says coming soon. This was, I think, launched at like the Fenty launch party or something like that. It was like something nobody was expecting in their like gift boxes or whatever. I don't know. We're going to basically see like when it comes to Sephora. If it comes to Sephora and I see it, like I might snag it. Okay, some Fenty has coconut if you're sensitive to it. My skin is definitely sensitive, like very, very sensitive to coconut. So if this has coconut in it, easy pass. But I'm curious because it does focus on something that is definitely like a skin concern for me. Now, if Tatcha did something like that, I'd be like, yup. Let me just add it to cart real quick. Next thing we have, Glossier. This, I didn't read on this at all. What is this? The After Balm, a moisture barrier recovery cream. All right, let's see what this is all about. For very dry and or sensitive skin, especially after exposure to cold weather, harsh sun, mask wearing, I love how they put mask wearing in there now, acne treatments, over exuberant exfoliation, and more. Also for dry areas like nose, crevices, elbows, and knees. Moisturizes for up to 24 hours and gives you a long-lasting dewy finish. That's their thickest, most occlusive, right? Occlusive moisturizer for daily use on a very dry or sensitive skin. Okay, we get it. February 15th, so it's available tomorrow on the Glossier website. I mean, it sounds like, this sounds actually like something I would love probably in the summertime, because if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, y'all know. I will come on camera some days and my skin is just bright red because I soak up all the vitamin D. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm like, fry me, son. Glossier is not somebody, like, it's not a brand that I really know for their skincare. I don't really hear a ton of people raving about their skincare. But, I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I just don't think that I'm going to I don't think I'm going to, like, run out and get this. Let's see. Do you think... Hold on. Britt, do you like the new Hourglass Primer better than the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas? Debating but Tatcha is your holy grail. I mean, I think they both do like a very similar thing. I think that the Hourglass is a little bit more like lotiony feeling than the Tatcha. I think the Tatcha feels more like a serum, whereas the Hourglass feels more like a straight up like thick moisturizer. So I think, like, I really like both, but I also notice, like, the same types of things. Like, I think it makes everything look more skin-like. It makes my skin look just a little bit more smoothed out, like both of them do. So, damn, I'm very biased towards both brands as well. So this is really hard, because I would have to pair them, honestly, side by side. I think the Hourglass one blew me away, though, a little bit more. But it also depends on the products that I'm using as well. It's really, it's going to be like a personal preference sort of a thing. I would say if you like the Tatcha, you probably will like the Hourglass. But then again, you might try the Hourglass and fucking hate it. So it's hard to sell. It's hard to say. Let's see. This looks good for after swimming. Yes, definitely. That's where that product, I think, if it were to launch in like springtime, you know, when it's not freezing out, because I really don't get the like for harsh cold. I mean, it gets cold here, but I don't think my skin reacts quite as badly, you know, like it does in the summertime. Because in the summertime, my skin takes a beating. So maybe something I'll keep in mind for the future. And then we have Morphe, which you guys know how I feel about Morphe, but we're going to show this anyways. This is already available on Selfridges is where I seen it. I think it's available probably on the Morphe website as well, though. So this is the Morphe times... I want to say it's Nyan, but I'm not even sure who this person is, so I don't want to, like, offend anybody. I'm not trying to mispronounce their name. I just don't honestly know who this person is. So this automatically, I'm not interested because this is not a brand that I personally purchase from. So you've got the eyeshadow palette, which is $30, the 6-piece color pencil set for $29, the lipstick trio for $20, and then you got an eye brush set with a bag for $16. So good price, probably less than great as far as quality goes. But since it's a collaboration, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but that doesn't mean that I need to buy it. This palette, like judging just like what the makeup looks like, what speaks my name the most is actually like the eyeliner pencils, because I love like colorful / pastel liners just for like, you know, my makeup aesthetic. But, like, the palette, easy pass for me. It's just something I know that I would never use. Everything else, I'm just like, it's cute, but Again, like I've said in the past, when they stop promoting, admitted pedophiles, maybe I'll purchase from their brand again, but probably not. Anywhoosies, let's move on to the next one. It's available if you guys are interested, but let's talk about Makeup Revolution, the new Candy Haze collection. Damn. Makeup Revolution just does not fucking stop. They are literally coming for ColourPop's gig, I think. So this collection, I mean, it's cutesy and shit like that, but I think this is just not something that I would look for. I just think that I don't know, like what catches my eye is just so boring. This is more boring, I'm going to say, but it looks like something we've already seen before. And I don't know, I just don't like cutesy makeup. I like basically like expensive looking stuff. Okay, let's talk about it. So we've got the ceramide primer for $12, packed with ceramides and hyaluronic acid. Is it just me, or is like everything made with hyaluronic acid now? Just wondering. Which smooth the skin's texture and blurs the line for a perfect makeup base. Okay, ceramides must do that, because I don't know who else has tried like hyaluronic acid like I have. That does nothing for like my large pores and texture. Like absolutely nothing. Hyaluronic acid does nothing but dry my skin out every single time I've tried it. Let's see, rosehip oil, grapeseed, camellia oil, wild pansy extract to help color correct and even out the skin. Okay, cool, whatever. It's $12 if you're interested. Candy Haze Cloud Gazer eyeshadow palette for $12. Sweet Dreams Fixing Spray for $10. The Jelly Highlighter for $8. You got lip balms for $7. Looks like it's going to be available tomorrow. Or no, this was older. So this is probably already available on their website. Does anybody care? I mean, this looks like something that ColourPop would do. Like, as soon as I seen the palette, I'm like, ColourPop. No, I'm not interested in this. Like, packaging's kind of cute, like, as far as that, like, hollow sort of a moment, but everything else, jelly highlighters, that's not my thing. I've tried jelly highlighters before. They just weren't my favorite, because they almost, like, stick and they don't blend out as seamlessly as I personally like. I mean, it's boring. It's boring to me. Like, what do you guys think about it? Is this a brand that ever excites you? Because I feel like we stay talking shit on this channel about that brand. Oh, let's see. Only drugstore I like is Maybelline. And then only concealer. See, that's where I like certain things, but it's like when I were to if I were to compare something I liked at the drugstore and compared it to something more high-end, I know for a fact there's no... actually, I'm not. I'm going to eat my words right now, because I can automatically think of a drugstore foundation that's better than so many. But you know what? I could still find high-end foundations that I do like more than that. So maybe I'm not going to eat my words, but I think you know what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the probability of me liking something high-end over drugstore is significantly higher, right? Okay, let's talk about this next one, though, because I'm like, God damn it. Why couldn't this be any other brand? Because I fucking love these. Look how pretty these are. So this is, again, Makeup Revolution. The Luster Blushers. They're now available on the Makeup Revolution website. First of all, these totally give me Hourglass vibes, because I feel like it's obvious, just because of that marble effect. But you know what? I think these were executed very nicely. Yes, it has that marble effect, but at least, like, the packaging is not, like, identical. I think it looks different enough. Like, I still see what they're doing. Like, I still see what you're trying to do. But I think it is nicely executed, but I'll still rather purchase the Hourglass ones over these. But these, like, the colors and everything, I think these look so pretty. Bethany, I'm wearing the Sydney Grace Be Mine palette, and then I'm also wearing the Adept Cosmetics, the Plain Jane Remastered. That's the color that's all over my lids. That multi-chrome, that's from the Plain Jane. These look so pretty, though. Like, okay, this would be something, if it wasn't Makeup Revolution, I would get it, because I think they're cute. Let's see, in Australia, our drugstore prices are as high as some high-end makeup, and yes, love Maybelline concealers and mascaras. I too am a high-end luxury makeup lover. Yeah, I think it's just, it's all a preference thing. Like, I feel like I get a lot of shit from a lot of people being like, why don't you show more love for drugstore? I'm like, because they're charging fucking $20 for a foundation. That's why. Like, it's not like drugstore pricing anymore. It's lost, I think, what was so desirable about it before, because it was like, yes, it's still less expensive than high end, but it's not as like dramatic of a difference. I don't think I blended that out like at all. So let me visit that down there really quick. That just caught my attention when I turned my face. Wowza. All right, so let's talk really quick about Charlotte Tilbury. I need to add this, I'm pretty sure I forgot to add this Instagram account to my description box, but I will do that after because I keep forgetting, because I featured this account in a couple previous videos. We occasionally have them in the live chat as well. So this is launching February 24th. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Collagen Superfusion Facial Oil. Okay, I feel like this is something I would want to try, but I still would not end up actually trying it. I say that because Charlotte Tilbury, again, is not a brand that I think of when I'm like, ooh, I want to try, I want to try a new skincare product. I always think of Tatcha. So it says, New York's Fashion Week is in full swing. Charlotte Tilbury debuted a new skincare product in her Magic Skin lineup. Let's see. Let's read about it. Brand claims, prime skin for radiant makeup application. Wow, I really can't read tonight. Holy Toledo. Reduce skin's water loss. Complexion plump for smoother looking skin, I'm assuming. Reduces the appearance of lines and wrinkles with a radiant finish. Contains lavender oil, rose absolute, neroli, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, damask rose, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, and eucalyptus. What do we think? Like, I don't know. I think this will be a pass for me. I mean, I will say, if you are oily skin, do not sleep on an oil, like a facial oil. Simply because, like, facial oils completely changed my skin. I used to have super duper oily skin. And then I started incorporating a facial oil. And my skin was so oily because my skin was so dry. It's very strange. You think oily skin, stay away from oil. Oil helped balance my skin so much. So I always tell people, I'm like, even if you have oily skin, don't sleep on a facial oil. One of my favorite facial oils is the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. I have no doubts in my mind that this is going to be something expensive. It's probably going to be super heavily fragrant because most of Charlotte Tilbury stuff is, especially her skincare. So for me, I think this is going to be a pass. Why don't they do like some sort of a facial oil? I think they did one like a long time ago. But I just saw Lisa said she got the Refer cream the other day. I still have yet to try that. I'm still so stuck on my dewy skin cream, but I do need to try that one because I do have it down here actually right now. But I think this one I'm going to pass on. I'll keep you guys posted if that changes, but probably not. But if you have not tried a facial oil, highly recommend. Then I saw this one. Angel Naked 1 is coming back with all the sneaky peeks. So this looks like it's going to be coming to Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk line. It looks like it's going to be like a Pillow Talk sort of like blusher highlight sort of a moment. I think this is so fucking cute. And it's so funny. Like every time Charlotte Tilbury comes out with like highlighters, I just think back to how much shit that I talked about the holiday one. I think it was either last year, or no, it was 2 years ago now. I talked so much shit about it, and then now it's like one of my favorite highlighters for like everyday wear, which is, I think, very on brand for her powders. Like, it doesn't look heavy, it's not super blinding and reflective. And I think with this one, it's definitely more intriguing to me because I love a pink highlighter. Love it so much. So this one, it's almost like you can mix it and stuff like that. I'm here for it, but it kind of reminds me of something like that. Remember when Becca Cosmetics was doing these types of things? Let's see. People were saying this looked like Old Physicians formula. Let's see. Facial oils, I feel, are a scam and overpriced. As the last step of makeup, I use pure jojoba oil over the top of my luxury skincare. I love Tatcha, and my skin is so hydrated. Okay. You know what? A jojoba oil? I've never tried that. So you know what? That would be something I would be willing to try. But, I mean, I think it's going to come down to, too, like you said, to each their own, and it's going to be all personal preference. But, like, my skin, I will say, is, like, I've tried other luxury facial oils and, like, high-end facial oils. I say that the Drunk Elephant one is my favorite because every other one has broke my skin out. So, I think it is, like, somewhat trial and error, but I do agree with you, like, to each their own. Let's see, this looks, I don't know, I need to see it, swatches, otherwise I'm kind of dozing off. Yeah, but, okay, the Camila cleansing oil, that's a cleansing oil, though. It's not like a facial oil. I want, like, a facial oil, which I think that they've done before, but it was so long ago. I wish that they would do, like, a new one. Just because I'm petty. Can they do one just for me? Okay, I use the jojoba oil my company makes, 100% organic. I'm going to have to try that because I love facial oils. It's, like, my favorite. Okay, so Charlotte Tilbury, I'll keep you guys posted. Like, that was very sneaky peek, so as we see more, I'll let you guys know. We did talk about this one, actually, I think last week in the sneak peek section that we typically do, because we only saw, I think, the outer packaging last week. Oh, they have the Camila facial oil. I have not tried that, so I need to get my ass together and try that. If you've tried that oil, let your girl know. L'Occitane Divine Oil is fucking amazing. I love that one too. Oh, I forgot about that one. That whole Divine line is so good from L'Occitane. So good. Oh, she said not L'Occitane, Caudalie. I'm pretty sure L'Occitane has a Divine line though, don't they? Anyways, let's go back to this. The Lowest Cosmetics. This is the, what is it? Meet Me at Midnight, I think this is called. I'm having a hard time reading the packaging. I'm like, what the fuck is the name of it? Meet Me at Midnight palette. What do we think about this? Because I feel like I don't know. Like, I was expecting this, but I also wasn't at the same time. Like, I think I was expecting a more, like, pinky, purpley color story, which this does have, like, purples in there, and it looks like reds. But I think I was just expecting something kind of like this, like the jewel tones, but a little bit different. I'm not mad at this, but I don't think that this is going to be a palette that I will personally pick up because I don't really think that I'll reach for this color story as a whole. Like, this would be a palette I would be like, all right, the quality is probably there because I've heard really great things about this brand, but I'm trying to be very selective right now because I keep buying palettes. I keep saying this. I'm like, I'm trying to be more selective with the palettes that I'm bringing into my collection, and I'm buying so many. But if this was more of like my makeup aesthetic, or I thought I would get a lot of use out of this, I would consider getting this to try the brand. But I don't think that's enough for me to get this one. Because like when I look at this, I feel like I'm really having to like think about the looks that I would do. Yeah, like I love the jewel tones of it, but Rose, I totally agree. Rose said it looks like a fall palette. I totally agree with you. I think that this launched at a different time, like right before fall started. But either way, when does this launch? February 25th at, is that GMT? What is that? I don't know what time that is, what time zone that is. Okay, so 23:59 GMT. Whatever that is. Sorry, guys. But February 25th. And then I saw this and I'm like, why is Pat McGrath doing this? First of all, did y'all see, I'll link it down below, the Celestial Divinity, or no, is it Celestial Divinity or Celestial Odyssey? I think it's Divinity. The holiday palette from last year is back in stock on the Pat McGrath website. So I was going to use that today, but then I went this route instead. So it looks like there's going to be more for the Bridgerton collection. I don't understand why launch part of the collection when you're going to launch another part that looks like it's a part of the same collection. Like, I could understand it if you launch it and, like, there's, like, a separate part of the collection and, like, the packaging's different. Like, everything's just different. But it looks like we're going to have lipsticks, lip liners, and y'all remember we were like, wait, where's the lip products for this collection? So I'm wondering if something like with production, you know, something happened there. I don't really know. We don't really know what to expect. The bullet looks really beautiful. Like, this would be something I would get just to, like, complete my collection. Do I think this is something, like, everybody would need, though? No. Just because, I mean, some people just don't care about the, Bridgerton aspect of it, but if you're wondering my thoughts on, like, the initial collection, I thought that collection was fucking fire. Let's see, I've heard not so great things about Celestial Divinity, not interested. I've only used that palette, like, one time. Not even exaggerating, I'm pretty sure it was one fucking time when I used it. I swear I think she'd have some production. Yeah, that's, like, the only thing that makes sense. But I mean, yeah, so I hope she does, like, because you know how she usually does, like, discounts when you purchase it as, like, a collection or whatever? I hope that she does, like, a collection option. And I wonder if this will come to Sephora, because if you didn't see, some of the collection is available on Sephora's website, like the eyeshadow palette and the face highlighters are not. What else? Oh, the cheek palette is also available on Sephora's website, but those highlighters, the single highlighters, are not. So yeah, I'm gonna assume it's for production reasons, but it just seems like she received them, like, very close. Like, I don't know, it must be something. But it seems like that's happening more and more frequently, which, okay, I get it. Let's not be a bitch, Brittany. I get it. Sometimes you just can't help it. And also, since, like, makeup expires, it does make sense. I'm not going to be a shady bitch today. Mark it down in your calendars, okay? Let's see. You have the Tatcha Camila oil, the Big Pearl colored bottle. That's the cleansing oil, Lisa. I think the Camila oil is, like, I think it's a small purple bottle. Look at Lisa trying to tell me. She's like, Brittany, see my comment. Let's see. Whoever the production manager is for Pat McGrath Labs has been in a time warp since 2020. Everything is like... I'm sure a part of it is just, like, production is probably a fucking shit show. And I can say that because, like, I experience it in my, like, everyday life as far as, like, my businesses and stuff. Everything, like, everything's fucked up right now. So I'm not gonna be shady. Let's see. Pat McGrath is crazy now. She's trying to make sure a makeup company... Oh, she's trying to sue a makeup company for using the word divine. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, do you, boo? But we'll see how that goes. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Ooh, tea. All right, It's Belle Cosmetics is launching new lip products. These are already available on their website. I saw them. So we have... Oh, wait. I'm going to use the pink shade from this palette for my blush today. So It's Belle Cosmetics. These are already available. The blush palette is $16. Individual lipsticks are $9. Individual lip liners are $5. You can get the bundle for $55, which is a lipstick and a liner. And includes a free lip pouch. That must be for all the lipsticks and all the lip liners for $55. And then you can get a bundle with the blush palette as well for $69. And then the Besame lip pouch for $5. Okay. I'm like, am I reading this right? When I look at these, like, lip products are very difficult for me to get, like, super excited about if they don't have, like, over-the-top packaging. So when I see these, I'm like, all right, I know people really enjoy this brand. I did get the It's Belle palette, but I really haven't... I don't think I've used it, like, at all yet, honestly. So, like, the blush palette, the last thing I need right now is a blush palette, especially for colors like that are super, like, bright and vibrant. This would be something I would be more likely to pick up during probably, like, springtime, because that's when I really wear like bright and vibrant, you know, blushes. But that palette for deep skin tones would probably be so ideal. But like the lipsticks, the lip liners, they look cute. It's not a bad price whatsoever. This would be something that I'd be like, all right, if I'm placing an order, like I would add one to cart just to try the formula. Are you guys seeing this blush moment though? Like this freaking, hold on. I gotta make sure you can see it. Because this eyeshadow for a blush is so pretty. Oh my God, I'm like obsessed with it. It's this one right here. Top row in the center. So cute. All right, back to the It's Belle. Have you guys, like, did anybody pick this up? I want to say I saw Karen Harris bought it. I'm pretty sure she has a discount code with It's Belle Cosmetics. Yeah, that's all I really got. Like, it's lipsticks and lip liners. Rose. Rose is like, it's giving me AliExpress vibes. Yeah, it's just, I really got to be blown away by packaging, I think. Like, remember when Propa Beauty first launched their lipsticks? Like, the packaging is what really stood out to me. So, yeah, it's not giving me anything, like, super unique, but maybe the formula would, like, knock our socks off. I'll wait to see, like, what Karen thinks, because I'm pretty sure she'll probably end up doing, like, a swatch party or something on them. But for now, for me, I'm going to pass, but price point, it really isn't that bad at all. So let's move on to Too Faced. Damn, Too Faced. They are really like, we're here for the basic bitches. That's exactly what they're giving us, is basic as fuck, and I'm not mad about this. I actually almost ended up picking up, remember the first palette? It was like the Born This Way palette that kind of had the same structure as this one. When it went on sale, I was like this close to getting it, but I didn't really love the formula. So judging this palette based on like how I felt about those formulas, I would be curious to see this in person. So this is the Sunset Stripped collection. So the palette is $48, which I feel like is like really common for Too Faced palettes. Available March 31st on their website and also retailers. The Chocolate Soleil bronzers are making a comeback apparently. It looks like they have the like newer packaging, which as expected. And then the lip injections, like honestly, does anybody like these? Like for them to keep doing them, like somebody's got to be buying them, but I feel like everything that I ever hear about these is they're fucking garbage. Like not these. I feel like people really like the bronzers from Too Faced, but these lip injections, I don't think anybody likes. Everybody's always like, oh my God, it feels like it's burning my mouth. And I don't know, it's just, I'm always so surprised when they do more of those. Okay, let's see. Adept and It's Belle are the same formula and Sugar Drizzle too. I don't know how I feel. I don't get the same vibe from It's Belle and Adept Cosmetics. I think Adept feels different. At least their eyeshadows do. I'm using the Adept palette for my highlighter today because I have something to tell you guys. If you don't follow me on Instagram, look how pretty that is. Ooh! Okay. This, I would like to see it in store, but I'm not like as excited as I typically would be for like a basic ass color story simply because of how I felt about the first one. Let me talk to you guys about this right here. Okay. If you were interested in the Collidos Gifted Highlighter in the shade Gifted, I raved about it. I love it. But I know a lot of people don't really love singles, especially in a bigger size, for something like this because the likeliness of you using it all the time and stuff like that. This shade in the Plain Jane Remastered, yes, this is more expensive. Very well aware. But if you were interested in that highlighter, this is like the same fucking thing. Like, literally. I posted it on my IG story yesterday, and I'm going to show you guys now applying it. I just think, like, even just to get this extra bang for your buck with the Adept Plain Jane Remastered further justifies the price of the palette. At least for me. I think this is super pretty. It has, I'm going to say, a more reflective pink, which is what I love about the Collidos. I think this one I actually like slightly less because the Collidos is like a tiny bit more sparkly. This has like pretty much the same reflect, but there is a little bit of like euphoria with this. Like there's something so special about how Collidos does their powders. They just look sparkly, but it doesn't like accentuate texture or anything like that. It's like almost like diamond dust is kind of like the vibe. But if you like just the reflect, boom, it's there. Oh, let's see. I just hopped on the Collidos train and bought a highlighter, one of their new quads. I can't wait. Their highlighters are fucking gorgeous. They're so, so nice. I love them. So then we have One Size. So right, he did a foundation already, right? So this is the One Size. I want to say it's like a BB cream. I can't ever translate Angel Naked 1 on the computer, but I'm pretty sure this is like a BB cream. Oh yeah, Turn Up the Base Beauty Blur Balm. I think this is something I think I should be interested in because when I think of One Size, I think of pigmentation simply because of how Patrick does his makeup. So when I see a beauty balm, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I don't feel like this is going to be like your typical beauty balm, which is going to have like super light coverage. Since it's One Size and since I'm very familiar with like how Patrick does his makeup, I could see this being like somebody that loves a, you know, more neutral, or not neutral, like natural finish, like light to medium coverage. I think that this would be something I would be here for. I would be curious to try this. I'm going to try to get through like my other foundations. Also, a little update, my fucking Ulta order, it got canceled. So no, I still have not gotten my Chanel foundation yet, but I still need to do like another order because I'm dying to try that foundation. But I just got another foundation in the mail. I'm going to do probably like a Sephora haul try on either tomorrow or Wednesday, I think. But I would be very curious to try this. Just because I think it would be something that I would like, but I don't have any other information on it, so that's all I can really say is, yeah, I'm, like, interested. But then we have Guerlain, More Sneaky Peaks, the Terracotta, what is this? The Sunkissed Natural Healthy Glow Powder. I feel like I hear so many people rave about these, and I've never once tried them. I love the fact that it's, like, a bronzer with blushy tones mixed. Like, that one looks so pretty, how it's got, like, the peachy tone. I think I would love these. I need to try these. There's just something about like the whole aesthetic, and I know like mixing it all together would be so satisfying to me. Are you guys here for this? Have you tried Guerlain bronzers before? Because that's another thing. I've never tried their products. I don't think I've tried anything from Guerlain except for... It was like a primer, I think it was the only thing that I have ever tried from them. So I saw this and I'm like, this could possibly be the very first thing that I try from Guerlain. I really want to try their, what do you call it? Guerlain is those, no, that's Givenchy. I was going to say the Prisme Libre. What the hell? There's something else I feel like there's, or no, it's the bronzers. Yeah, the bronzers is what I've been wanting to try. So the fact that these are going to be coming out, I'm like, yeah, I'm here for that. So it's a blush plus bronzer, a blonzer. That's what I'm gonna roll with. That's what it looks like. And 4 to 6 beiges that look the same. I feel like with these pictures, it is hard to tell. Like from scrolling through those, they do all look very similar. I think it's like I don't know, some of them do look a little bit deeper, but then they also have different blushy tones, it looks like. But I'm not gonna judge too heavily because it is hard to tell. I think this is going to be something that just looks different in real life, which I feel like is the case for a lot of makeup products now. It always looks so fucking different from, like, the promo shots. Oh, the meteorites. Yes. Thank you so much. Vess said, I just want to say you look smoking hot in your IG post. Thanks, girl. Ooh, toot my horn real quick. Let's see. They're beautiful. I've only tried the original terracotta bronzer. I think that's what I almost picked out for. What the hell was it? It was like one of the VIB sales. I was going to get those, and I didn't end up getting it. Yeah, it was like the holiday bronzer, I think it was. Yep, Rose, I think you got it on that one. Yeah, right? They always do like a holiday bronzer every year. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about this Sydney Grace palette. I'll keep you guys posted at the end of this video, though, like what my my verdict is. So, Guerlain, I'm here for it. I'm going to keep checking. And then ColourPop was like, you know what? Let's do more of these, like, NBA fucking palettes. But these actually look like, I think they're more of, like, collections. And, guys, are y'all sitting down right now? Because I got something to tell you. Everybody knows by now. We stay talking shit about ColourPop. We're always criticizing that they're doing too fucking much, right? Tell me how I ended up on the ColourPop PR list. I know. I about questioned everything. When I opened up that email from their PR team, I'm like, are y'all sure? Are y'all watching the right channel? But you know what? I have so much respect for brands that can do that. Like, knowing damn well people criticize the shit out of you, which, you know what? Who knows if they've ever even watched my channels, but I respect the shit out of that. Because, you know, I've dealt with brands in the previous, what the fuck? I've dealt with brands previously, like, you give them a bad review, they take you off their PR list, or you know, you do or say something and they'll take you off for just whatever. But this collection, I'm just like, easy pass. Like, the easiest pass. I'm not like an NBA person. I don't follow it. I'm sure Samantha Marge is probably here for it because she loves, like, all things sports. But, like, these, no. Bethany says I'm about to be drowning in ColourPop. I don't think that that's the case, but if I get to the point where I feel overwhelmed, I'll be like, yeah, calm your tits. Because that's one thing I cannot have happen. I actually reached out to, you know, some other fellow creators that are on their PR list as well. And I'm just like, is it overwhelming? Like, tell me about it. And, you know, it was across the board very, like, encouraging to not get overwhelmed by. But I feel like they have, like, an open line of communication. So it's like, I feel like I'll be able to get, like, a pretty good feel for it, you know? We'll see. But that collection, I'm just like, nah. Easy pass. Not interested in at all. Like, and that was it from ColourPop this week. Mark it down on your calendars, everybody. Then we have Viseart, which we've seen these palettes. I'm pretty sure all of these palettes have come out from Viseart previously. But it looks like they're doing essentially like the exact same palettes with just the more like updated packaging, not the plastic packaging. If anything, I like this packaging better. I think it makes it look a little bit more high quality. I understand why Viseart did like the plastic packaging because they thought it was more ideal for makeup artists, which I do agree with. But do a lot of makeup artists use these eyeshadows? I can only speak on like what I've seen because obviously I feel like you guys know I'm a videographer. So you know what's funny as shit? I feel like every single wedding that I have filmed, I'm always, like, if you're a makeup artist and I'm filming a wedding that you're working, I'm looking in your kit. Like, I pay attention to what everybody uses because I'm fucking nosy. Every single fucking person's kit has ColourPop. Every single one, I promise you. I'm just like, what? I'm just like, wow, you know what? That's another way that ColourPop is killing the game, though, because they're making their products more affordable. And it's so interesting because it's like people that love ColourPop shadows, they fucking love them. I'm one of those people. I'm like, I am not the biggest fan, but I don't think I've ever seen a fucking Viseart palette in anybody's kit, which obviously I have not worked with a shit ton of artists, but I've worked with a pretty like decent amount. Over probably 40 different ones. But I think this is much more appealing for people probably like all of us. We like the packaging. We want it to look a little bit more, you know, high-end, borderline luxury, and it's cute. It goes with the, like, if it goes with the branding, I think now. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Hands doing a high five. Thank you so much. Ronnie says, I always travel with my, with the neutral mattes. See, I have only tried, I think, one of their palettes, which was actually towards the end of last year, I think. It was one of their newer palettes. It was the one that was, like, blue. Super beautiful. Really impressed with the quality. Like, I was more impressed with, like, the metallics than I thought I would be. I didn't have the, like, I didn't have the highest hopes. I thought I would be more impressed, like, with the mattes, which I thought the mattes were a great formula as well. But the metallics, I was like, it's probably going to be like a barely there sort of a look. But no, they had a little bit of punch. Like, they were like shiny and reflective. I was impressed. Like, I was actually very happy with the experience that I had with whatever the heck that palette was called. I can't think of it at the top of my head. But it was like an 8-pan, more like a mini size. And it had that like bluish purple silver color story. I'm sure you guys all know. Oh, let's see. Kiki, thank you so much for the super chat. What'd she say? I saw an MUA full kit of Morphe. I cringed. I see Morphe a lot, too. I see the 350. I see the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I see... Oh, I don't know which ColourPop palette it is, but it's one of, like, the mega palettes, and it's more neutral, which it's totally appropriate. And then here's me coming in with my makeup geek. Like, these are what I always bring. If I ever freelance for a wedding, I just think it's so funny. Like, I basically make friends with, like, the makeup artists. Because I'm like, I just want to know, like, what do you use? Like, I love watching the process that people do. It's just, it's fascinating. I still love the whole, like, freelance world. It's fun. All right, next one we have Flower Beauty is launching the new product. Looks like lip liners. Sculpt, contour, define your lips with a brand new Perfect Pout Sculpting Lip Liner. $10 US, 8 different shades. You got smudge-proof, natural finish, infused with vitamin E, angled, precision, pointed tip. These, to me, look like basically what e.l.f. Cosmetics just did. Like, they just did something that looks very similar to this as far as, like, having that triangular shape to it. I've been using them, and I actually do like them. Is it my favorite lip liner of all time? No. But Flower Beauty, I have yet to find a product, which I haven't tried a ton, but I don't know. I think what it is because I could never find this brand in store. Because I think that this would be a brand that I would be interested in more if it were readily available. But when I see their stuff online, I'm just like, okay, cute, but other stuff just catches my attention more. That's where when I talk about, like, buying stuff in store being more appealing comes in. Because I think products are more likely to catch my attention when they're in store. Because online, there's so much. In store, there's obviously not nearly as much. So these, I'm like, okay, cute. They're fucking lip liners. It's really hard to blow me away with a lip liner anyways. Especially when I compare, like, every lip liner to, like, the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip. I think that if I had to pick one lip liner that's, like, my all-time favorite, it would be that formula. Because it lasts all day, and it legit, it's so comfortable, but it feels like it's not gonna go anywhere. I don't know. It's fantastic. I love it. It's one of, like, my OGs. Like, I've been using that damn lip liner since my very first purchase at Sephora, because that's where I found it. So then we have Milk Makeup is launching a new Rise Lifting and Lengthening Mascara. So for me, automatically, I'm just like, nah. If anything that's going to catch my attention with mascaras, it's going to be volumizing and or tubing. Just because that's what I like. So a 93% natural vegan mascara that lifts, lengthens, and gives weightless volume for the next level lashes that stay curled and clump free all day. Okay. You caught my attention a little bit more. Infused with lash caring ingredients, the curved brush helps lift all lash types from root while its wavy bristles coat each lash for a clump-free volume, while lightweight tube that is easy to grip. $28, or they're gonna have a mini for $14. What do we think? Mascara is one of those products I'm like, you could easily find a bomb-ass mascara at the drugstore, like Maybelline Lash Sensational, for example. One of the best. But I like when they do minis, though. That's one thing that's like, okay, if I was just wanting to try it, I could easily just buy a mini. And a mini is going to last me plenty of time, especially with the amount of fucking mascaras that I currently am using right now. I'm using the Cali Ray one right now. But this just seems like it's going to be, just like we said with the last product, like it's a fucking mascara. But I'll be curious to see if Kelly Rose Arno, I think is her name, on TikTok. She's the one that reviews mascaras, so you don't have to. Or she tries mascara, so you don't have to. I'll be curious if she tries this one, because I would love to see her thoughts on it. But when is a mascara, like, ever, like, super exciting for a launch? It's really not. Name one. Then we have Ofra Cosmetics. I feel like it's been a minute since Ofra's launched anything, so it looks like they're going to be launching an eyeshadow palette and more highlighters, which highlighter formulas are amazing. So you've got the, what is this called? The Lotus Collection. The Lotus eyeshadow palette is $39. The highlighters are $35. This is a brand I'm going to say don't ever pay full price for. I usually get Ofra Cosmetics at like 30% off minimum, because most of their creators have, like, influencers have discount codes. I personally don't, but I want to say, like, Samantha Mart, she probably has one still. There's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of people that are affiliated with Ofra that you could easily get, like, 30% off. But these look cute. It doesn't look like anything revolutionary. Like, the palette's not really screaming my name either. I don't know. There's just something about the way that Ofra, I think, does their palettes. It's never super appealing to me, because in my mind, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's almost like there's something missing with every palette that I've seen them do. I don't know. All right, let's see what Lori is saying about the Pat McGrath lawsuit. Oh, hold on. Let me take this off the screen. Does anybody care about this? Like, it's nothing new. Like, they're doing more highlighters, which is, I feel like what they're, like, known for. All right, the lawsuit is such BS with Pat McGrath. Rosie Huntington, right? Huntington? And her hunky actor hubby. Oh, Jason Statham. He's so fucking sexy. Oh! Rosie comes from... So what, like, what's it about, though? Like, so is Pat McGrath suing her? Is that what's... you guys, you gotta... I'll have to look into it. But Jason Statham is fucking bae. Shannon, don't watch this video. No, he knows my deep admiration for Jason Statham. Whew. All right, let's see. The Ofra palette doesn't grab me. I have 2 palettes from Ofra, and that's all I need. I think I've had, like, a few from them, and I'm just like, no, easy pass. Let's go to Givenchy. Yes, I was like, is this Givenchy or go on? So Givenchy is launching the Prisme Libre pressed powders, which I'm actually excited about this, because whenever I see, like, pressed powders, like, I hear amazing things about the original. Like, I think it's going to be on your guys' top right. It's on my top left, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, the far one that way on the top. I hear so many people rave about the Prisme Libre powder. So, I saw that they launched, like, a limited edition one with, like, hearts all over the top of it. I was considering buying that. But then I'm like, I kind of love the idea of a pressed powder. And let me tell you why. Because these are going to have more pigment to them, right? And let me know if I'm like getting this wrong, but I feel like having like all those shades mixed together, it's going to be more of like a brightening effect. I don't want something like that in a loose format to put like all over my face. I think a pressed version for me would be so much better because it's easier for me to like control it. I'm excited about this though. Like, what do you guys think? Let's see. Jen Love talked about, the Sue and her Sunday live stream. I'll have to check that out because, I mean, if it's overusing something like divine, it's like, what? But business, I guess, right? I love Givenchy powder. And I own both of those loose press. They are both. So, okay, so the press version has been done before then? Am I understanding that correctly? Because I thought that these were like, I thought that this was like a new thing. I was really excited about it. These look aesthetically beautiful, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. That's how I felt initially. But then after seeing like the hype, I'm like, all right, people fucking love these powders. Like a lot of people. The Holiday Givenchy highlighter is 10 out of 10. I still need to get that because that's one of those highlighters that I'm like, I know I don't need it. But the amount of people I've seen raving about it on TikTok, the FOMO is real. And I know it's really hard to find now. I think I found it available at like one retailer, but I can't even remember which one it was. But it does look super pretty. Let's see. Sugar Drizzle told me they order the same vendor as It's Belle and Adept. Also, Indi Beats. Strange. See, I would love, like, I wish. Remember when Netflix did that, like, cosmetics series or whatever the hell that Marlena was in? I wish they deep dove into stuff more. I would love to understand more of the process when it comes to, like, indie brands and stuff. Anyways, I was excited about this, but I thought these were new, but apparently they're not. I don't know, maybe. It says will be available March, April. Hang on, let me read this. Hold on. The Prisme Libre pressed powder. Original. So we got 1, 3, 4, and 5. I know I'm not going to be able to pronounce any of those. And then the Prisme Libre Skin Caring Matte in 35 different shades. So there's going to be a matte formula in the foundation as well, which I thought that was already a thing, but maybe not. I am interested in that one right there. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for that. So March, April. Okay, hopefully I don't forget about it, because that's what seems to always happen. Like, when we see super sneak peeks, like, really early, I always forget. Broken on HBO. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Damn, okay. Kimberly, don't yell at me. Oh, let's see. That's why there is a word you learn in business school called trademark. Facts, baby, facts. But damn, that just seems like such a generalized word, like divine. But yeah, I mean, if she's suing, she's got to have like she's got to have it to back it up, right? Pat has also sued companies in the past for using the word fetish. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I would love to know, like, just being the nosy person that I am, all the amount of lawsuits that like makeup companies had. Wouldn't you guys love to watch that? Like, just a compilation of all the makeup industry lawsuits. All right, let's talk about Patrick Ta. So Patrick Ta launched new shades and a new product. So he launched new shades in the cream and powder blush duos, basically. So I believe that these are the shades that were available in his holiday palette, which really fucking irritates me, because if that's the case, which it looks like it, like all the shades, I'm pretty positive were in that palette. I was so pissed because I actually ended up ordering that palette and it arrived broken and I couldn't get it replaced. So that's why I say it pisses me off, because I love palettes of permanent items, because as a content creator, it allows me to still feature them, but it has everything like smaller, because I'm not going to go through like a full size of these blushes. I already have 2 of them And amongst the ridiculous amounts of cream blushes that I own, I don't reach for these ones as much. So I think that these are super beautiful. The one shade that I am interested in, though, is I think it's called She's Baked, which it looks like the most beautiful, like, burnt terracotta I have, like, ever seen. So I kind of want that one, but I'm pretty sure that that's one that was in that, like, holiday palette, which I'm like, fuck, man. Why did my stuff have to come broken? But then there's also the Major Volume Plumping Lip Gloss for $24. They're already available on Sephora. I actually ended up picking up one of the shades in the gloss, and I'm actually going to wear it, I think, today, because why not? If I can find it. If I can't find it, I'll feature it in my next, like, testing new makeup from Sephora or something like that, because I know I got to do one of those this week, because I got a bunch of goodies. So it'll probably be, like, Sephora haul and try on. Yeah, probably Sephora haul try on, because I got quite a few things. Like I said, I just keep shopping at fucking Sephora lately. But they always got, like, the other thing with Sephora, it's like they always have the new stuff in store. It's so much more appealing to me. So these, yes, I was obviously interested enough to buy them. Am I alone? I'm sick of limited time. My FOMO gives me super anxiety. It doesn't give me anxiety because I'm like, at the end of the day, it just is what it is. Like, it's makeup at the end of the day, and so much of it is just, so much of makeup is just not original now. So I get FOMO over things that I'm like, oh my god, this is super, like, different and innovative, which is not really that often. But then at the end of the day, I'm just like, it is what it is. It's fine. I've gone this long without it. I'll be just fine, you know? But yeah, I could see where that would be. It is annoying, you know? It's like, it makes you purchase things without really thinking about it sometimes, and it is annoying. Because it's like, don't say it's limited edition or limited time when it's, in fact, not. This does not want to stay on my fucking eye, because I got glue on my fingers. Alright, let's see. Copyright law is... Hold on. My nose is running. We're gonna have a little, business lesson for today's video. Let me grab my lash glue and then try this lash again. See, guys, I'm not perfect at lashes. I struggle all the fucking time. Copyright law is use it to lose it in the US. If she doesn't defend it, they can essentially take it away. I think it's specifically because Rose Ink Divine Blush, also in makeup, could be confusing. Well, I mean, maybe, like, I have that reaction because I'm like, I would not get that confused at all. But it's because I am well aware of, like, the different brands. So if I was somebody that wasn't super aware, it would definitely be more confusing. So, yeah, that's probably a good thing I'm not, like, a judge. But yeah, that definitely does make sense. Let's see. I'm seeing what else you guys are saying. Oh, let's see. Oh, you don't keep a palette. My bad. Then She's Baked. She's Baked is from... Oh, She's Baked is... Hold on. She's Baked is from the palette. Is the only color that was interesting. Okay. I'm like, I suck at reading, everybody. I know. Any recommendations on a neutral palette that won't break the bank? 9 or 12 or even 15 pans. Okay. Nancy, define break the bank for me. Because... I know my version of break the bank and your version and everybody else's versions can all be dramatically different. So it's like, whenever you guys ask me for recommendations, like a specific price point, if price is a concern, is definitely appreciated. Because I'm like, I get spit off so many, but oh my god, there's just so many. So many. I think Jenla's review said Aunt Pat did not have a trademark, but the trademark was implied and imprinted to her brand. I would be so curious to see what a judge would think about that. Because it's like, in the eyes of the law, it's totally different. Let's see. Use it or lose it still seems like a reach, especially if she doesn't actually have a trademark filed and approved. Yeah, it's like a judge is going to be like, yeah, you don't have it trademarked, so... I don't know. Let me finish these and then we can go back to the conversation if you guys want to chat about it. All right, so Natasha Denona is launching new lip trios. So it looks like lip liners, lipsticks, and I'm thinking they're lip glosses. I initially was like, ooh, I want to get these. I already have like 4 shades in the I Need a Nude formula. If you're interested in the shades and you're curious if the formula is good, I mean, the fact that I have 4 shades, I think says enough that I think the formula is great. I do really like the formula. Is it my favorite formula? No. But I do think that I almost said Pat McGrath. I think that Natasha Denona does a really great job with shade selection, though. Like, I could look at my, excuse me, I could look at my lipsticks, and even though they're like pinks and neutrals, there's still something very like Natasha-esque about them, if that makes sense. I don't know. I really like the shades, but it's not a range where I'm like, I need to have them all. But within this range, I really like those pinky tone ones. I think that one of the shade, like the deeper shade, might look like this one here, which is the shade Andrea. This was from like when her highlighter launched. I mean, if you were curious, but I obviously don't know what these look like in real life. I think Patty Alonso, I think she posted that she bought these today. Or maybe it was Morgan. I think one of them did. These do look, these do look really pretty. I like when the packaging does match what the lip product actually looks like. I like the fact that these are like collections too. I think it's cute, but am I going to get these? Like maybe if it comes to Sephora. They're cute though. I'm not going to hate on it because again, the formula is great. It's just if one of the shades speaks to you or something like that. And then I think this is the last one. I saved the best for last because I saw this and I'm just like, fuck me up. I cannot wait. Hopefully this comes to the US, but Angel Naked One coming through yet again with some new NARS, baby. Look at this fucking palette. Ah! Tell me that this would not have been such a beautiful, beautiful launch for Valentine's Day. Oh, I'm so pissed. So this is the summer collection for 2022, supposedly. So what she showed so far is this palette, which, guys, I don't have the palette right out here, but one of the most underrated palettes of 2021 was the, what was it called? The Bourjois, I think it's pronounced. Basically from the NARS holiday collection. It was like structured just like this. Incredible. This, yes, bitch. Sign me the fuck up. NARS has some of my favorite eyeshadows. This looks beautiful. This should have been a Valentine's Day launch, though. Like, it's got the pink packaging. This would have been fucking perfect. But who else loves this as much as I do? Because I'm just like, oh my god. I just saw Amorosa. That's actually the shade I think I'm going to wear today. I was going to use... Hold on. Let me dig out my gloss. We'll use the Patrick Ta today. We'll do a little sneaky peek. And then you know what? Let's pull out the Makeup Forever. What do you guys think about this? I need everybody to come through and be like, yes, bitch. Yes, 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 yes. Because it's so fucking good. It's so pretty. If and when this launches, we'll buy it immediately and get like overnight shipping. Because I need it like ASAP. But it makes me nervous because it does seem like NARS, like some of their collections don't launch everywhere. And then two, they're really hard to get. Like that palette for holiday, the eyeshadow palette, it only launched on the NARS website. It didn't go to any retailers. And then like certain parts of the collection were available at some retailers. The other part of the collection was available at other retailers. It was really, really strange. And then they came out recently with like a loose powder and a concealer with like the hearts all over the packaging. And then, or no, it was a pressed powder. And the pressed powder is on the Sephora site, but the concealers aren't. It's very odd. But I don't know who I need to call to get this like ASAP. Oh, I'll be so fucking pissed if this does not come to the US because I need this so bad. So I'm using the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick in the shade Amorosa. This was from, I think, the Love Collection 2 years ago? Damn. Oh, yeah. Guys, please tell me you love this because I think it's so pretty. So good. So not as pink as I was hoping for the lip because a bright pink with this look would have been so pretty. But it works. Fuck it, right? You guys at least got to see an I Need a Nude lipstick applied in real time. So what do we think? What are we the most excited about for this week? What are we not excited about? I need to know. I'm nosy, guys. What are we saying in the live chat? Let's see. The front cover looks so plain compared to the palettes. It's hard to tell by the picture. It looks like it's gonna be like shiny and reflective hot pink, but it is hard to tell. But yeah, it does look technically more boring, but then I'm just like, I don't care. I think it looks so, like the palette itself, I think is so pretty. I got the Afterglow palette on Poshmark for $20. Damn, Gina! The cream bronzers are going to be added to the permanent line as well. Cream bronzers for what? For what? For NARS? For what? Cheryl, come through. Tell me. Let's see. The concealer is Asian exclusive. Beauty Box Korea. Ah. Yeah, that's where I'm like, God dang it. I want it, because fun fact, I've never actually tried the NARS concealer. So I was going to get that, and then it didn't launch here. It's like NARS ignited and Summer Solstice had a baby. Yes. Thank you, Julie. I'll give you guys a zoom on the eyeballs. New NARS all the way. Yes. That's what I'm most excited about. I usually save my favorite for the last. Or like what I feel is going to be the most popular, but that was my favorite. So that's why I saved that for the last today. Let's see. I should have been more specific. The NARS cream bronzers are going to be added to the permanent line with the summer launch. Ooh! I mean, that's not my favorite. I do have that. This is the product that Cheryl's talking about right here. These cream bronzers. I haven't reached for this in a while. This one, it's more of like a contour for me. I mean, it's good, but it's not my favorite. I'll just put it that way. It's okay, though. I appreciate you. Angelica Collab ordered yours. Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see what you guys think of that palette. NARS and Givenchy powder. I recently purchased my NARS eyeshadow palette, the Climax, and I'm in love. Oh my god, the Climax palette. That is like a climax in a palette. It's so, so good. Finally tried the Air Flash, and holy shit. Isn't it the fucking best? It's so, so good. Oh my god. I'm so glad you love it. I get nervous, like, recommending it as much as I do because I'm like, I know it's super expensive, but oh my god, it's so fucking good. I love it so much. I just tried to log on to NARS website and they're undergoing maintenance, so maybe they're updating their site. Ooh. Oh, we're gonna have to all go look later. Thank you so much for the super chat. Great live today. Happy I could make it today for some love. Or wait. So glad I could make it today. Love from Melbourne. Yes. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you being here with us on Valentine's Day. Thank you, Linda. All right, let me give you guys a breakdown of what is on my eyeballs because I know people are going to ask. You see that multi-chrome? This multi-chrome is from the Adept Plain Jane Remastered palette. I'm going to zoom you out so I don't like lag because that's what it does sometimes. So in this palette, the shade that I'm wearing on my eyes is ACI 12. I believe that this is one of the returning shades, but I got all fucked up last time, so don't take my word for it on that. But it's ACI 12, which is on my eyes. You can see how it's like pink with that green shift. This is like what's in Divine Rose 2, right? With the pink packaging, like it's Divine Rose 2. Comparable as far as like the effect. I think this is more shiny and reflective. And then on the inner corner, I have ACI 10, and that's also the face highlighter that's on my face as well. So that's from the Adept Plain Jane Remastered. Fantastic. Loving it so far. And then on my eyeballs, the rest of my eyes, where the fuck is the palette? Oh, it's right in front of my face. Oh my god, I didn't even use the Patrick Ta gloss. Hold on, I'll do that in a second. And then what's on my crease in my outer corner is the Sydney Grace, the Be Mine palette. I wore this yesterday. There's something different about this palette. It doesn't cooperate as much as previous palettes for me. And it's very surprising because Sydney Grace has always had like one of my favorite formulas, but this one I had a lot, like my makeup did not come out looking nearly as good. Like I use this because I know Sydney Grace and I know their quality and I think that their mattes especially are fantastic, but they applied not like they typically do. I feel like even when you guys saw me doing like my crease today, I had a little bit more difficulty getting it to actually blend and apply the way that I wanted it to. So I don't know if they changed something or if it's just like how I'm finessing it or what it is. But this is the light version that I tried. And then I do plan on putting the deeper version in a giveaway. So that one I will be saving. But lastly, let me put this Patrick Ta Major Volume Plumping Gloss. I'll probably put this on in another video as well. But since I said that I would use it, I'll put it on today too. I was hoping for more shades like metallics in Amunet New. See, I think Amunet New is so pretty. I love this because this is just like my type of color story. I could have done without this like yellow shade, but everything else in this, I think this is so beautiful. I love it. Like, I like when Adept puts mattes and like the more like shiny reflective metallics in one palette. Like with the Plain Jane Remastered, it's all just metallics. I don't love those palettes as much just because I need to reach for something else. But that's just a personal thing. All right, let's try the new Patrick Ta gloss. What does that smell like? It's got like a cinnamon sort of a smell is what I think that's what I'm picking up. So I got the shade Superficial. I'm sure the cinnamon is supposed to be for like the plumping. I'm fully anticipating these giving me like a warming sensation or something like that. Yeah, I smell like, yeah, it's definitely cinnamon. It almost smells like a fireball. Fireball! I like the fact that I don't have to dip as much to get the amount of product that I personally like. That was one of my biggest complaints about his like original gloss was you'd always have to like dip and then dip and then dip and then dip. This one, I dipped twice, I think. And, like, that's a good, you know, gloss for me. Let me look. I think his other glosses are prettier, though. Like, as far as, like, having the sparkle, I'm starting to get that, like, warming sensation. If you don't like a sensation on your lips with glosses, don't get it. I could already feel it. Like, it basically feels like kind of warming, but kind of cooling at the same time. Definitely cinnamon. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in the live chat, and then we'll be all done for today. But what do we think about the look? Is it super cute? Is it Valentine's Day-esque? I think it's pretty. Let's see. Nancy R just got the Vanity Makeup palette. Yes! Is that still on sale for like $70? Such a good palette. I fucking love that one. I don't think Sydney Grace Temptalia set of 3 palettes was good of quality as the Tiny Marvels palette. So I wonder if they changed something. I still have not tried the Temptalia palettes. I have them, but I have not. Amy's swatches made me not want the Sydney Grace. I appreciated her honesty. Yeah, it feels like there's something different. Because, like, Enduring Love was amazing. Tiny Marvels, amazing. But this one, I'm just like the metallics are nice, but it's the mattes that I'm like, wait, this is not what I remember loving. Because, like I said, they had one of my favorite matte formulas, like second to Makeup Geek. And I was just like, oh man, oh no, oh no, 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 no. All right, everybody, if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up or thumbs it down. If you were new watching, I would love it if you would subscribe and turn on your notifications because we do these videos every single Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back at some point this week. I'll probably be back Wednesday at some point. I'm not sure yet. Turn on your notifications, but I do want to do like a Sephora haul try on. I actually just got the new Tom Ford. I kept seeing videos on this and I'm like, I need to try this new formula because it's getting rave reviews. I picked up the Rose Topaz, so I might have this coming this week as well. We've got a lot of stuff, okay? A lot of stuff is taking over my life. I've got these 2 palettes. If you guys want me to do videos on them, let me know. I also will be doing, this is another video I think is going to come probably later this week. I don't know. I really got to look at the calendar and see like what my schedule could be. But I need to do swatching all of my Divina eyeshadows. Because I just got their new collections in the mail. And oh my fucking God. We love a Divina swatch party, and they have a restock coming up. So I want to do the restock before the sale. I think the restock is on the 17th. So maybe I'll do Sephora haul try on tomorrow. And then maybe Divina swatch party after. I'll figure it out. But either way, turn on your notifications. That way you're notified. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I always upload on my Insta story when my videos are going to be live. Except I think I forgot today. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, I hope to see you guys in my next one. Okay, bye!